Life hits hard sometimes, doesn't it? We've all been there, feeling alone, missing someone, wondering if we'll ever be truly happy again. But I'm here to tell you something important. You got the power within you to find joy even when you're on your own. It's not easy letting go of people we care about. Whether it's a relationship that ended, a friend who moved away, or losing someone close to us, that emptiness can feel overwhelming. But here's the thing, learning to be happy alone isn't just possible, it's essential. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Denzel, that sounds great and all, but how am I supposed to be happy by myself? Well, let me break it down for you. First off, being alone doesn't mean being lonely. There's a big difference. Loneliness is that ache in your chest, that feeling of isolation, being alone. That's an opportunity to grow, to learn about yourself, to become the person you've always wanted to be. Think about it this way. When you're always surrounded by others, always seeking their approval, always trying to fit in, are you really living your life or are you living for them? When you learn to be happy alone, you're taking control. You're saying, this is my life and I'm going to make the most of it. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be easy, nothing worth having ever is, but let me tell you it's worth it. Because when you can find happiness within yourself, you become unstoppable. So how do we do it? How we let go of those we've lost and find joy in solitude? It starts with acceptance. Accept that people come and go in our lives. Some stay for a reason, some for a season, and some for a lifetime. But here's the kicker. You're the only one guaranteed to be with you for your entire life. So why not make friends with yourself? Stop for a moment and think about all the times you've been there for yourself. All the challenges you've overcome, all the fears you've faced, you're stronger than you give yourself credit for. And that strength, that's what's going to carry you forward. Now, I want you to do something for me. Close your eyes for a second. Imagine the best version of yourself. You that's confident, happy, and at peace. That version of you exists and is waiting for you to bring it to life. Being happy alone means investing in yourself. It means taking the time to figure out what makes you tick. What are your passions? What sets your soul on fire? When was the last time you did something just because it made you feel good? Too often, we get caught up in what others think we should do, what society tells us success looks like. But true success, true happiness, that comes from within. It comes from living a life that's true to who you are, not who others want you to be. Let me tell you a story. There was a time in my life when I felt lost. I was chasing after things I thought would make me happy. Money, fame, approval from others. But you know what? None of it filled that emptiness inside. It wasn't until I took a step back, spent some time alone, really got to know myself that I found what I was looking for. And that's what I want for each and every one of you, to find that inner peace, that joy that comes from truly knowing and accepting yourself. Now, letting go of people we care about, that's tough. It hurts. And it's okay to hurt. It's okay to grieve. But don't let that pain define you. Use it. Let it fuel you. Let it remind you of your capacity to love, to feel deeply. Because that capacity, that's a gift. When you're able to let go, when you're able to stand on your own 2 feet, you open yourself up to a world of possibilities. You're no longer waiting for someone else to complete you, to make you happy. You're taking charge of your own happiness. And let me tell you something. There's nothing more attractive, nothing more powerful than someone who knows their worth, who's comfortable in their own skin. That energy, it's magnetic. It draws people to you. But here's the beautiful part. You don't need those people anymore. They become a bonus. So how do we get there? How do we become that person who's happy alone? It starts with small steps. Start by spending time with yourself. Take yourself out to dinner. Go see that movie you've been wanting to watch. Travel solo. These might feel awkward at first, but push through that discomfort. On the other side of it is growth. Learn new things. Pick up a hobby. Read books. Exercise, meditate. Do things that challenge you, that push you out of your comfort zone, because every time you do, you're growing. You're becoming more of who you're meant to be. Practice self-care. And I'm not just talking about bubble baths and face masks, although those are nice too. I'm talking about real deep self-care, the kind that nourishes your soul. Speak kindly to yourself. Forgive yourself for past mistakes, celebrate your victories no matter how small. Build a support system. Surround yourself with people who lift you up, who encourage you to be your best self. But remember, these people are here to support you, not to complete you. You're already whole. Now, I want to address something important. Some of you might be thinking, but Denzel, I'm in pain. I miss them. How can I just let that go into that? I say, you don't have to let go of the love. You don't have to forget. But you do have to move forward. Think of it like this. Those people, those experiences, they've shaped you. They've contributed to who you are today. Be grateful for that. Hold on to the lessons, the good memories. But don't let them hold you back from creating new ones. Life is too short to spend it waiting for someone to come back or for someone to make you happy. You've got to grab happiness with both hands. You've got to create it for yourself. And here's the thing. When you learn to be happy alone, when you become comfortable with solitude, you're giving yourself one of the greatest gifts possible. You're giving yourself freedom. Freedom from needing others' approval. Freedom from fear of being alone. Freedom to live life on your own terms. I'm not saying you should push everyone away and become a hermit. Humans are social creatures. We need connection. But there's a difference between wanting relationships and needing them. When you're happy alone, you can choose to be with people because you want to, not because you're afraid of being by yourself. Think about the relationships in your life. Are they adding value? Are they helping you grow, or are you holding on to them out of fear or habit? It's okay to let go of relationships that no longer serve you. It's okay to create space in your life for new experiences, new people. But remember, the most important relationship you'll ever have is the one with yourself. So make it a good one. Treat yourself with kindness, with respect. Speak to yourself the way you speak to someone you love, because you deserve that love from yourself. I want you to think about something. Think about all the time and energy you spent worrying about others, trying to please them, trying to keep them in your life. What if you took all that energy and invested it in yourself instead? What could you achieve? Who could you become? Your possibilities are endless. When you're not held back by fear of being alone, when you're not constantly seeking validation from others, you're free to pursue your dreams, to take risks, to live boldly. Now, let me tell you, there's nothing more exhilarating than living life on your own terms. Waking up each day excited about what you're going to do, who you're going to be. Not because someone else expects it of you, but because it's what you want for yourself. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, but Denzel, what about love? What about relationships? And to that I say, the best relationships, the healthiest love, comes from a place of wholeness, not need. When you're happy alone, when you love yourself, you're in a much better position to love others. You're not looking for someone to complete you. You're looking for someone to share your completeness with. And that's a beautiful thing. Because then relationships become about growth, about sharing, about two whole people coming together to create something even greater. Not about filling a void or escaping loneliness. So I want you to make me a promise. Promise me that you'll start investing in yourself. Promise me that you'll start treating yourself with the same kindness, the same respect that you show others. Promise me that you'll start seeing your own worth. Not based on who loves you or who's in your life, but based on who you are as a person. Because you are worthy. You are deserving of love, of happiness, of success. And all of that starts with you. It starts with learning to be happy alone. I know this journey isn't easy. There will be days when you feel lonely, when you miss the people you've let go of. And that's okay. Feel those feelings, acknowledge them, but don't let them control you. I remember feelings of visitors, let them come. Let them go. On those tough days, remind yourself of why you're doing this. Remind yourself of the person you're becoming, of the life you're creating for yourself. And then take a small step forward. Do something kind for yourself. Celebrate a small victory. Keep moving. Because here's the truth. The more you practice being happy alone, the easier it gets. The more you invest in yourself, the more confident you become. The more you let go of what no longer serves you, the more space you create for what truly matters. And before you know it, you'll wake up one day and realize you're happy. Not because everything in your life is perfect, not because you have everything you want, but because you found that peace within yourself. You become your own best friend, your own biggest supporter. That's when the magic happens. That's when you start attracting the right people, the right opportunities, because you're no longer coming from a place of need, but from a place of abundance. You're no longer trying to fill a void. You're overflow with your own joy. your own love. So let them go. Let go of the people who don't appreciate you. Let go of the relationships that drain you. Let go of the need for constant validation from others. Let go of the fear of being alone. And instead, hold on to yourself. Hold on to your dreams, your passions, your values. Hold on to the belief that you are enough, just as you are. Being alone doesn't mean being lonely. It means being free to be yourself, to grow, to explore, to become. It means having the courage to stand on your own 2 feet, to face life head on, knowing that no matter what happens, you've got your own back. Now, so embrace it. Embrace the solitude. Embrace the journey of self-discovery. Embrace the opportunity to create a life that truly fulfills you. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. It's about living a life that's true to who you are. It's about waking up each morning, excited about the day ahead. It's about going to bed each night, satisfied with who you are and what you've done. Yeah. And you know what? When you reach that point, when you've truly learned to be happy alone, you'll realize something amazing. You'll realize that you were never really alone at all. You had yourself all along. And that's more than enough. So go out there, live your life, chase your dreams, love yourself fiercely, be kind to yourself, forgive yourself, celebrate yourself, because you, my friend, are worth celebrating. Don't wait for someone else to make you happy. Don't put your life on hold, waiting for the right person to come along. Your life is happening right now. Remember, happiness isn't something you find. It's something you create. And you have all the tools you need to create it right here, right now. So let them go. Learn to be happy alone. And watch as your world transforms. Watch as you become the person you've always known you could be. Just because that person, that happy, confident, self-assured person, they've been inside you all along. They've been waiting for you to let them out. So let them out. Let yourself shine. You got this. I believe in you. Now it's time for you to believe in yourself. Remember, your life is your story. Make it a good one. Make it one that inspires others. Make it one that makes you proud. Because at the end of the day, that's what matters. Not who's by your side, but how you've lived. Not who loves you, but how much you've loved yourself. So go ahead. Take that first step. Start your journey to being happy alone. I promise you, it's the most rewarding journey you'll ever take. And know this, as you walk this path, as you learn to stand tall on your own, you're not just changing your own life. You're setting an example. You're showing others what's possible. You're proving that happiness doesn't depend on anyone else. It comes from within. So shine bright, stand tall, be proud of who you are and who you're becoming. Because you, my friend, are amazing. You're capable of more than you know. And the world is waiting for you to show up fully and completely as yourself. Don't keep the world waiting. Don't keep yourself waiting. The time is now to let go, to move forward, to be happy, to be you. Remember, life is not about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning to dance in the rain. And when you learn to be happy alone, you'll find that you can dance through any storm life throws your way. So dance, laugh, love, live for yourself. Do it because you deserve it. Do it because life is too short to spend it waiting for someone else to make you happy. You got the power. You've always had it. Now it's time to use it. It's time to let go, to move forward, to create the life you've always dreamed of. Because you, my friend, are worth it. You're worth every ounce of love, every moment of happiness, every success that comes your way. Don't ever forget that. So here's the year. Here's your journey. Here's the learning to be happy alone. Here's the becoming the best version of yourself. You got this. Now go out there and show the world what you're made of. Show them what happens when you learn to be happy alone. Show them the power of self-love, of self-belief, of standing tall on your own 2 feet. That's when you do, you won't just change your life. You'll change the world. One smile, one act of self-love, one moment of happiness at a time. So go ahead, take that first step. The rest of your life is waiting, and trust me, it's going to be amazing.